At this point, it's basically impossible to open a store in Oakland without it getting robbed. Now, look at this video. Imagine a store being robbed, but then imagine a whole entire block being robbed. At this point, Oakland robberies are no longer just a few criminals doing crime here and there. It's basically like a whole entire operation of looting and mass robbery, which is making a lot of these people hundreds of thousands of dollars. So only in the Bay Area and basically the California area, where if you rob a store of like tens of thousands of dollars, you really just get a slap on the wrist. This is why opening a business in, for example, Oakland is so difficult. I mean, Oakland's several major districts are getting constantly robbed, burglarized, and vandalized. And this is why so many small mom and pop stores are moving out. It's kind of hard to live here and open a business here when there's so much danger and violence. I mean, I can't imagine moving to Oakland just to open a business. Like, you gotta be a little bit crazy. It looks like this. We're not talking about one store, guys. This is a whole entire block, which I've never seen before. And is the city really doing anything extra to prevent this? Not really. And this is why people are kind of sick of it. You know, the Bay Area is a pretty nice place of a lot of tech workers, VCs, you know, a lot of this big young money. But a lot of this money is fleeing the area because there seems to be so much lawlessness in the city. Now, if you really look around Oakland, for example, the real estate areas, prices have fallen down dramatically. We're also seeing very populated areas like, for example, this Vietnamese area, Little Saigon, which has a massive string of burglaries and robberies. We're seeing a lot of homes being robbed in the area, and the police just simply can't keep up. The cops just can't keep up because of the whole defund the police situation. Oakland's 911 is basically a joke, with people saying that it even shut down for a couple days, and you also have a lot of people waiting in line for a 911 call, guys. Only in Oakland. This city is basically failed, and this is why when we go to downtown Oakland, nobody dares to come outside. A lot of people do live around the downtown Berkeley area, which is still an okay place because it's home to like one of the best colleges in the world. But other than that, you know, Oakland and downtown Oakland, South Oakland, massive strings of robberies. It's very, very difficult to open a store here. I mean, it looks like this on a constant basis. Even guys in Little Saigon in Oakland says opening business here is basically like a war zone. It's a very frightening place to just live, in my opinion. This is why so many people are fed up with the high crime rate in Oakland, and they're leaving. Oh, the past weekend, so just 2 days, the East Bay area reported 45 robberies and 2 carjackings. I guarantee you that it's more than 2 carjackings, and this is only the ones that are reported. In fact, a lot of people who constantly get their cars broken in or constantly get their homes broken in, sometimes they don't even report to the police because it's basically useless to report to the police. And according to Oakland police statistics, crime is up year after year after year. Violent crime is up, robberies are up 30%. And like I said before, it's only the ones that are actually kept track of. I mean, you got armed robberies in the Citibank branch. I mean, this is worse than Gotham, for example. I mean, Oakland is basically like GTA 5. This is Cyberpunk 2077. People do what they want, whenever they want. And there just hasn't been that many arrests either, right? The cops are just so shorthanded. They're understaffed. They can't do anything about it. And because of this, so many Oakland businesses are honestly just shutting down. Okay, they can't really compete in this environment. I mean, if you're constantly getting robbed, like, once every few months, is very, very hard. There's restaurants say that they get burglarized once every 2 to 3 months. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to like swallow that kind of loss. You're seeing a lot of grocery stores just simply shutting down, mom and pop stores shutting down. And of course, Oakland's vacancies are the highest and probably in the entire world among the first world cities. Because our vacancies in the past quarter is 37.5%. But we all know it's way higher than that. Oakland's vacancy is more like 50-60% because a lot of the offices in downtown and other Oakland areas, they're still being leased out, but there's no tenants inside because the tenants have already left. The CEOs have already left. So they're going to cancel the lease once the lease expires. And in my opinion, next quarter, Oakland's vacancies is probably going to go from 37 to maybe 47%, even 48% easy. I'm looking at this. People are saying that Oakland is basically a war zone. Oakland business owner chases down man stealing his tow truck. Not even tow trucks could stay safe in Oakland. I mean, eventually got the tow trucks back, but it needs 20 grand worth of repairs. And who's going to help him pay for these repairs? Well, it's going to be the guy who owns the business, right? So this is why so many people are leaving. You know, you can't really just open a store and just make money. I mean, a lot of these business owners just want to make money. It even says that business owners in East Oakland have to close their doors at 3 p.m. because crime is getting out of control. And it's not just closing the doors at 3 p.m. Some Oakland stores even refuse cash. Some Oakland stores only allow you to pay with Apple Pay or a credit card because cash actually attracts a lot of robbers and burglaries. So this is what's going on. It's a ghost town. Not a lot of people shop there. You know, just around Oakland the past weekend in certain areas, 15 robberies, some carjackings. It is freaky, guys. The amount of like shoplifting and car theft that's not reported is astronomically high. I can't imagine opening a business and operating that in the Oakland area. And look around here, right? You even have landlords absolutely tired and sick of Oakland. Oakland landlord says that they are going to foreclosure because tenant fails to pay rent for 3 whopping years. Oakland is one of the last areas where there's still like the pandemic eviction law where you can't actually evict them. Not really sure why, because the whole pandemic situation is over. I mean, it's almost 2024 at this point. So I have no clue how the Bay Area operates. They seem to love to tax people, but at the same time, they do not give any crap about the businesses or landlords who are providing them with all this tax money. And like I said before, I think the Bay Area is a fantastic place to live, but only if they really clean things up and make themselves good again, because nobody wants to live in San Francisco. Okay, nobody wants to live in Oakland. These are terrible places to open businesses, and it's very, very difficult to survive in these areas with the business. I mean, look at this intense car chase through downtown Oakland. Guys, what is this, like GTA 5? This is like a video game, right? I mean, you could choose whatever you want in Oakland. And Oakland is basically like one of the craziest cities I've ever seen. It just looks like this all the time. I mean, this is crazy. This is like in downtown Oakland. I've never seen this before. Like, name another city as crazy as Oakland. I can't find one. I think we found the jackpot here. I mean, massive, intensive car chases like these. I mean, that is absolutely insane, right? We also have, even around Oakland, so many empty storefronts in San Francisco. And even Oakland's downtown is becoming more and more vacant by the day. Now, will things change? It's probably very, very difficult. Downtown Oakland is basically deserted. And even looking at the Google Street View is super depressing. I mean, if you look at some of the dates here, like this was filmed on January 2023, it is super depressing. Even in downtown, it's just completely empty. It's completely vacant. It just looks like this 24/7. You don't even see a single person downtown. People are genuinely afraid to come out in Oakland to just shop and do everything things. And a lot of these stores and a lot of the construction, they're all shutting down. Everyone is leaving.